I, I feel like I can't properly express, right, what it feels like to read a fic that has, like, if it's between chapters, I can kind of work with it, and if you end a chapter on like a big emotional twist, sure, that sort of works. But in the middle of a chapter, Stella starts crying. Man, that's so horrible that you're haunted by ghosts. Man, what a great donut. Can't do that. You just the senator. It's like when you press to talk an NPC in a scripted sad story. It tells a generic half line in the middle. No, 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 no. It's like you're like, I can't believe that my wife is dead. But thanks to your noble efforts, at least I will have something to remember her by. I will never forget you, brave hero. Good morning, how are you doing? Here at the Blind Ferret, we always serve with a smile. It's like, what the hell happened? Why did you organize it like this? Could you at least have him not give any responses for like a minute? Now, Paralyzed is a nice track. Good for later, just roaming around at the speed of sound. I can't believe I actually post-mastery at that. No, not post-mastery at that, but you know. I never stand up burst able to pull that off. Look at this. Look at this shit. We're talking about, man, that's great. I mean, this would work if Stella has like a mind that goes all over the place. You're like, man, she's got some serious whiplash. But we can't trust the author to be doing that consciously at this point. The author's fucked up so much that it's like, why would I ever assume this is intentional? Why would I assign good faith where this man has no faith to begin with? Anyway, I want to see what Anon's under is like. I like how Anon can eat it all. I imagine Anon would just sit there like, man, I don't have any hunger. I got a spooky ghost. No. Anon's like, hell yeah, baby. We got a date to do. We need to hope max this. If none of the comments point out how whiplashy this is, I've lost all my faith. I never want to comment ever again. I don't care how good... It assumes I'm ever going to post anything. Ugh. You know what'd be great. Let me just. This is not putting my beans down for the battery. This is okay. You want to know what would be a very interesting way to write this scene? You write it out like this, and then you have Stella giggle because Stella's like, "Oh, this is so cute. We're having a cute date," and then Anon gets up and is like, "I can't believe you would be like that, Stella. I just told you about something that happened to me, and you're just laughing." And after, like, remember, in the pre-section, Stella was really concerned about, like, oh no, how do I dress well to impress Anon? I need to put on the right makeup and everything. And so you had that whole lead up, and then it's like none of that mattered. The reason that Stella scared away Anon is because at a moment when he was vulnerable and needed help and support and needed to be taken seriously, you didn't. That's a good way to handle that. But again, I don't trust this guy to write a decent sentence, let alone a decent scene. Let alone an interesting carry through on certain actions. I mean, he doesn't really say it out loud. Like, this is not saying things out loud. This is like words are drooling off your tongue. So the first time a donut's got me off an... Man, it's so awkward when Anon talks about his personal tragedy. Man, when he talks about how he just can't get a lick of sleep. So awkward. Just ruining the date. Like, again, that's a great way to have this happen. To have Anon be like, what the fuck are you doing, Stella? I'm having a serious issue, and you're just like, man, this date's great. The ghost of my girlfriend's brother begs me to save his sister. His dad's a mess. His wife is disconnected from the server. Oh boy, these donuts sure are good. Would you like another jelly donut? Is that why Anon ordered a jelly donut? It was like, I want to know what Brock was talking about with those, what are those little rice balls called anyway? I forgot. I know that they have a pretty cute little name. Onigiri? I think they're called onigiri. Yes, they're onigiri. That's okay. So yeah, onigiri, onigiri, not origiri. Someone just told me that a comic I used to read, a webcomic, which I fell off a long time ago because it was just not very interesting. There's this thing called Looking for Group, which apparently ended 2 years ago, which really goes to show how I have not been paying attention. And someone linked me to a thing which is not just that it's canceled, but that apparently the people who made it are like a company and it was a corporate decision. And I'm like, what? What company makes a fucking webcomic? What kind of loser company makes a webcomic? That's for indies who give a shit or are delusional and are like, man, I'm gonna be famous. Laughing my ass off here. Anyway, that's the nice bit of whiplash because it's not like the writer's capable of keeping his neck on straight. After my final bite, I stare longingly at the white plate in front of me. Goblet opened up immediately. He must have really liked it. I don't remember how quickly I ate the Chinese food. I stayed for dinner the other night. Man, I love going to French people's house and eating Chinese. The French are not known for their cuisine. They only make hot dog shit, so they always eat out. You know, order that good old British food and all. That's why they hate the British, because they can cook better than them. That's what happened. That's why they hate the Italians, because they brought the Chinese culture over, you know, where they order Chinese every day. After finishes with for the winter solstice. Well, that's cute. That's like actually a conversation you could have. I feel like if you really wanted to write this out, maybe you should write this shit out, right? Like, why are we summarizing these actual cute character moments? Like, talking about your personal hobbies with someone is way more interesting than, man, this donut's tasty. Because now you can have Anon intersect with that, right? Like, try to find overlap between his own interest and that. Like, oh man, I saw an anime where they talked about astronomy once, and she can tie into that and explain. And then it can be like, you know, I don't like about astronomy too much. I like to imagine that I have control of my life. I control my life, says Anon, and then Stella's like, no, but the fates have influence, and then they can talk about that, and they can talk about some fun stuff, and considering this game is about the aftermath of an event, they can talk about, you know, what it means to be stuck on a certain, like, I don't know, you could have a fucking conversation instead of like, man, I talked about the Zodiac, and he was like, man, surely that does something, goddamn, this man is outsourcing his date, twice! So was that one moment Reed? Honestly, we haven't seen Reed since. I don't know if he's real or not. I hope he's not, because it's funnier that way. God, that'd be so fucking funny. Anyway, someone here mentioned that he has answered, and I don't see it. So let me see if I can find it, because I would love to do some links when we're done. Man, what a hiccup! Whoa! Whoa! There they are! There, I'm just gonna answer hot ziggity. That way Dave knows that I... God dang it. Why is it so fucking hard for the community section to just pick up this guy's beautiful, beautiful links? You know, honestly, I would like to see Reed again. I feel like from everything that's happened after Church getting arrested, Reed's kind of irrelevant, right? Especially since Reed seems like the kind of person who probably got along with Sam on at least a philosophical level of live and let live. Live and let live. Man, I'm so lit. Long after I asked me about Rosa and if I was still mad at her. Oh, because Rosa was spying on them. I like how we're focusing on that, which admittedly is an interesting topic to talk about after a school shooting happened and how you deal with the fallout. But the problem is the story doesn't seem to understand why that's significant. It doesn't understand the actual theme and like the conversation that it's having with that. It's just like, oh, that's just a naughty thing you shouldn't do. All I'm saying, Luigi, is I sure do like cookies. Oh, for the Rosa was really mad at Anon. Why? Why do you know all this? That's such a weird thing to like have this much detail on. You know, Anon told me everything about it. Like, to some extent, I get it, right? You want to talk to your friends and explain what you've been doing with your life. But on the other hand, I feel like some conversations should, like, this is how she finds out about it, you know? I feel like, to some extent, there are some things and topics which you discover by virtue of the conversation happening. Hold on, I gotta... There's a... what's it called again? There's something under the wheels of my car. The wheels of the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. There. The wheels of the bus are the wheels of the bus, the wheels of the bus, the wheels of the bus. Let's go on! But I could never stay mad at Rosa. Rosa could steal my Wi-Fi password and my phone and my PIN code and take all of my money and I'd still not get mad. Definitely frustrated. Is frustrated really the word for this, though? She and my parents were moving to see like a child that needed supervision. I mean, you weren't exactly helping that perspective. It would feel like such a burden. But I understand why they did it. And why both of them did it. I mean, I know what you're trying to do here, but I don't know if this works in writing. Like, what he's trying to do is, like, I understand why they did it. Why both of them did it. Like, it's trying to emphasize. I don't know if that works in writing like this. Unless you put a period here to indicate that, like, it's... like, the way this... It just feels like you just copied the sentence, you know? Emphasis is best done carefully. And very firmly. Put that stamp all the way down. They just want to protect me or something. I feel like... Considering that you just started crying because you were in a crowd of people and you were worried about, like, being attacked by Trish, I feel they had a point, and maybe she should muse on that a little bit. Be like, you know... I mean, I'm not really scared of anything, but I guess I was a little scared earlier. Or maybe she's just flippant and like, man, I don't see why they're making such a big deal out of it. I'm an adult, and, like, Fang is dead. Like, what are the odds that someone else is gonna start picking up shit? Maybe she thinks about the whole Trish thing instead. I don't know. Just anything. It just feels so vapid as a result, because there's clearly interesting topics to talk about, but we get none of it. Bring yourself to do it. Not yet, at least. What do I even say? How about you react to me calling her? I've never called her in my life! Ambia number 4. Is that a masculine voice? I don't know if I would call Anon masculine. You call him a fucking boy! A boy is not very masculine. That's what makes them boys instead of men. Otherwise, we'd be calling them femme-men, and that'd be weird. Actually, that works a hell of a lot better in terms of... Nah, does it? I don't know, man. Don't ask me. I don't know about that stuff, okay? I try to play off. Estella, you do not have the riz for this conversation option. Your charisma must be 7 or higher. You can talk to me, Stella. I mean, my life's all kinds of fucked up. I don't know if I could process another big event, but hey, fucking hit me up, bitch. Let's see how mad I can get. Yo, one of those people shit, we can take it outside. I'm surprised Anon is okay with just being around a whole bunch of people. I think another panic attack. Okay, so we just had a conversation about, like, how you're mad about Rosa watching you. Shouldn't you tie this back into that? Like, oh no, is Anon monitoring me now too? Is Anon also monitoring me? Are they right? Look at me, I'm panic attacking over nothing. Or at least you think... You're so close to having an interesting conversation! Inches! Inches! It's like watching this man dodge a whole barrage of bullets, inches at a time. All right, let's pick up some pace because we're gonna take forever. Weather really turned around, huh? Well, a while now we gotta explore the cities. We had our big day together. Anon's big day out. Store called One Up Gaming. Earlier systems so everyone was at Packy Station 2. You're way too fucking old to know about PlayStation 2s. Those were discontinued in 2005? Where's that the PlayStation I'm thinking of? PlayStation 2 was actually discontinued in 2013. Oh! But 2012 in Japan. How old would she be then? 10? Yeah, fair. She could have owned it. But it released in 2000, so who fucking knows? I guess if she... I guess... No, it's actually perfectly fair. They also they had a new version too, right? Like a couple of years later, so yeah. Actually makes sense she would own one, especially if her parents were like, eh, we got money, but we don't just want to throw it at a big flashy console. The old ones are fine too. That being said, this also means that her parents were almost certainly gamers. Listen, I'm gonna put my little beans down, okay? So many modern people do not understand how many people in their 30s and 40s right now are gamers. The amount of people in their 30s and 40s right now that at least owned a Nintendo, a Super Nintendo, an Xbox, a PlayStation 2. It's a lot of people, or at least saw such a thing. It's so weird when you have a large adult cast and it's like none of them are gamers. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? At least one of those women should be playing a fucking mobile game at this point, you dumbass. Do you have any idea how many women play shitty mobile games? You brain dead moron. Ugh. It's so teenage male centric that it just does not understand the actual industry it's talking about. It's ugh. Like, I get it, you'll never see them in a fucking gaming store for the obvious reasons. Yeah, Candy Crush! Goddamn! Also, Monopoly Go. Apparently everyone's playing that one. But yeah, her owning a Packy Station 2 is apparently entirely within reason. It's not weird. It's not like she owned a fucking Super Nintendo, which would be fucking weird. Actually, Nintendo 64 would be kind of weird. Unless she got it from her parents, which I'd be okay with. I kind of like that idea of, like, her parents brought her into gaming. That's allowed to happen. Pokemon Go. Oh, God, Pokemon Go. That was on the fucking news and everything. So I thought it was cool to get an idea of the games from. And why are all these games about World War II? Ah, listen, we don't talk about that phase of our lives, okay? What even is World War II, Anna? Huh? Wait. I'm hearing fireworks. I'm sorry, it's soon to be December and fireworks just start happening around this time. As Wario once said, I should get God Hand for the PS2. It's a good Senator, I've already mentioned that Wario's got a good taste in music. The man's got a good taste in games too, by the sounds of it. Not that I'll ever play God Hand. I think I'd die instantly. I died to death, like a loser. Contrasting the lost soul. Anon is not a lost soul. Come on, he's more than a skull. Now I saw a kid in the candy store as he bounced from shelf to shelf. I kind of like the idea that Anon starts to geek out, especially since Stella's the kind of person that would bring it out in him. She'd be like, oh, what's this? And he'd be like, oh, you would never get it, woman. And then she's like, oh, I do get it. And she's like, oh, gamer girl. Ah! Also, people do know that, like, oh, God, fucking VTubers and everything. Oh, I'm not having this conversation, but, like, if you're the kind of loser who thinks that anyone in 2020, like, the adults, have not gamed, if you are in your 30s in 2020, you were born in the 90s. You were there when gaming happened, and you're probably a fucking simp for some VTuber, you gooner. The rare breed of gamer girl. There are gamer girls, but the problem is they all play shit mobile games. Because they don't care. And you know what? Good for them. If you have a good time, who cares? I know, what's this berserk stuff? No, with the cigarette. Not to be confused with normal Anon. You wouldn't get it. Fuck him. You take that fucking name out of your fucking mouth. You take that name out of your mouth! You do not get to invoke Nier, you fucking loser! You can't tell me you played Nier Automata and Ah! You wrote this, and you know near? Get out of my house! Be gone, you foul criminal! Oh! Wow! Fuck you. Breaking news, I used the word gooner. Minus 10 cookie points. My stocks! You're laughing. My stocks are plummeting and you're laughing. Never beauty been an FPS girl. Addon owns like 3 games. You better become an FPS girl. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Anon owns a modern Xbox? Wasn't the joke that he owned a really old 360? Anon, so Anon can afford a $20 donut and a new Xbox game? I I think I'm gonna need like I think I need like something that helps my blood declot because I think I'm suffering a very bad heart attack. I hit the pause button and got an ending from it. Yeah, baby. It's great. They got pet shops. Why would you take Anon to a pet shop? Clothing shops. Why would you take him there? Books. Anon just wants to go to a comic store, man. Convenience. Who the hell talks about convenience stores? Oh yeah, let's get some groceries on a date. The Heart of Arcana. They only sell Major Arcana because, like every fucking loser who does Tarot, I only talk about the Major Arcana. Never gonna pick up the Minor because I'm a fucking loser. God damn it. Oh my fuck. Listen, okay. Pretty sure it's an OG Xbox and not a 360 because it plays Combat Evolved. Yeah, yeah. Sorry. Okay, Senator, you may take 25 of my gamer cred points. Okay, you may take them from my hands. I don't want them. I don't deserve them. Oh, that was my mistake. I should have known better. I like how Anon, by the way, remember he's walking on crutches and he's just okay with this massive walk around town. Where did he get the money or the time or the energy? I mean, the time is. He probably has so much time, he's just bleeding out his butt. He seemed pretty excited. It's Arcana Hearts. It's Heart of Arcana. So I'm trying to remember to show him of Mabibli as a puppy. Listen, if you do not know of Mabibli, you need to know of Mabibli. If you know about Nier Automata, you need to know about Mabibli. The game is called Mabibli's Quest. That is Mibibli apostrophe S Quest. You need to understand that you can never look at the word Ghibli if you know Mabibli. That's all I'll tell you. That's the only secret I can share. On the other hand, what was it again? The fucking Wiggler? That stupid fucking Jigglypuff game? Oh, God, that was a great. Just put him in a wheelchair already. Yeah, why not just put him in a wheelchair? Just roll him downhill, Stella. You don't even have to push him. Light of Arcana, not Arcana Hearts. Oh my God. I was having such a good day, Anna, but then you had to be stupid. You've ruined the date because I said one thing wrong. Yes! I thought you were a true gamer, Anon, and you understood the power of words and names. I bet you think that they play Xbox Combat Evolved on the Halo 360. Oh, I need to apologize. I get it. Chris, go storage. You've right up your alley too. I remember that I said I was gonna do ODST at some point, and I never got around to it. I never got around to Halo 2. Did I ever finish Halo 2? I feel like I never finished Halo 2. I played Halo 1 and 2 and I don't remember anything. It's magical. Oh wait, no, I remember Halo 2 because there's a part where the song in the modern version is like really weird, but the song in the old one's still the and they changed it for the modern one. Like they got the licensing and they still got a new song for some reason. So weird. I've done most of my astrology shopping online. That's got to be bad juju, right? Ordering your occult shit online. That's how you get cursed books. Also, why are we looking at this from Stella's point of view? This feels very much like we're exploring Stella as a character. Shouldn't we do that from Anon's point of view so you can be curious and ask questions and speculate instead of just giving everything to the reader? Seeing where it is now. Yeah, I heard that the last few Halo games were not well received, but I can't judge much. I just know that I liked Halo. The Anniversary Edition was pretty neat. They were fun experiences. I enjoyed playing them. The 1 and 2 at least. I remember playing Reach. I didn't like Reach very much because the ending is bleh, and it kind of vanishes up its own ass with what it's trying to do. Which I guess it's probably trying to be more modern mythology than anything else, but whatever. I'm glad Rose isn't here to see me walk into the store. She would immediately smash my skull in with a cross. Good heavens, it's the best store ever. They got everything here. Shouldn't... So, you've been to this store before and you're surprised by what they have. Why is she... You are there... Like, this is not the response of someone who's been to a store before. Like, oh man, I can't believe it. They got everything here. They got crystals, tarot cards, occult-themed artwork. They even have spell books. They got spell cards? No, these are instanced. They are independents. These are summons, and these are weapons. Gosh, you don't even know Lost Kingdom? Ugh, I'm so disappointed. I never got to play Halo the moving PlayStation. Ugh, scary Dave. Ugh. Holy shit, the story is awesome. Wait, did he... Why does Anon care? Anon, I know the Necronomicon tempts you with a whispering voice that it can help you bring back your loved ones, but the Necronomicon is a liar and a very bad one. So you're a loser if you believe it. I'm just saying, Anon. Smart people don't believe the Necronomicon. I mumbled that, didn't I? Can't help but giggle. Spot happy after everybody phone. Said that out loud. Ugh. Like, I could kind of see Anon being interested in the occult, but I don't know, man. So why did Anon see a spooky ghost if we're just gonna not do any... We brought out the whole, like, oh man, my ghosts have changed. My ghosts are different now. And we're just immediately going back to happy daytime? That's so weird. Look around at school, girl, glee. That's how someone else would describe you. Why would you describe yourself like this? And unless the spaghetti's been thoroughly... So, are the what is the italicized text? Are those intrusive thoughts or what? I guess they're supposed to be intrusive thoughts? Like that she's easily distracted or something? Mom gave me... Your mom just gave you $70? You spent 61? What is wrong with you? Didn't know what was there. So, then all seems like there's another or approach me with a concern. Look at his eyes. So, okay, you seem a little bummed out. Anon, I can't afford this stupid bauble. I'm bad with my money. He wants the big ball. That's a good add-on line, though. Of course she wants to play with the big balls. Fucking loser. What's wrong with wanting art? I've always wanted a ball as beautiful as this one. Merte. I didn't mean to say that. How much is it? But probably 32 right after tax. Oh my god, I forgot you dipshit Americans work like that. You're like, oh, it says $29.99, but it's actually more. Because we hide our taxes. And they're like, sales... God, fuck. Oh. And then some states don't even have sales taxes. You have to go balls out. Saejima Yakuza 4. What a brilliant man. How about I loan you $23 and you get it? He's willing to help me buy it. So Anon is just throwing money around now. He's just fucking Mr. Moneybags. Why is Anon spending so much cash? Like, I get it once, right? Like, Anon's giving a little money. Anon's spending a little money because he really wants to be nice. That's cute. That's a cute moment for Anon to be like, oh, I'll share my limited resources with you. You can't have him do this more than once before it's like, isn't Anon's whole deal that he's fucking poor as shit? What happened? Where did this money come from? Anon's been skinwalkered by Inko. And the wallet's transferred too. I can't believe I did a wallet-to-wallet transfer. Oh my god, this is so stupid and sappy. I'd be okay with this if, again, we didn't have those weird interludes that very much hint at... God damn. I'm gonna have to quote Psy here. None of this shit matters. Just fucking go. Wait, what? What? So Anon can walk. So, wouldn't Anon have no... He can walk now. Thank you, Jesus. Thanks, Jesus, for... What? I feel like this is something Anon would find out, right? And now Stella's... Now oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my fucking god, mate. And I'll go take a nap so Inko could replace him for the witness protection program after the movie. Oh my god. He can walk again because he bought a crystal ball for his girlfriend. Maybe the occult was on to something. And then Stella drops this fucking line. Wow, my boyfriend who got shot in the leg can walk again. Since I had the crystals, the will of the stars. So, damn. And she's mumbling. Oh my. What? Like, psychic damage, no. That's not what this is, but fucking hell, man. Jesus. Especially after learning the origins of Christmas. Called Yule was a wonderful time of celebrations. Just like Christmas. Yeah, cool. You know, if I was in a better mood, I'd bring up the lads. But no, we're not talking about the lads today. The lads who are coming, who must be placated through various gifts. Memories I prefer say, man, I'm so bummed out that I remember my girlfriend who was dead and shot up a school and killed herself and inadvertently caused the suicide of 3 people I know. Parents don't love me. I feel like this conversation would work better if you just threw it in at the end, if there were like more than a few months remaining. But whatever. Oh my fu- Stella! The man just confessed that he's worried he's gonna get kicked out of his house and become a homeless man. And you're like, man, is he gonna be my. Oh my god! Listen, I don't know how to describe this, but right now, I have. It feels like testicular torsion, man! Whew. Oh, I was hoping this. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Oh, stop! Mm. Oh my fuck. I want to cry, okay? I just want to cry. I can't stand Stella. Like, Jesus, I hate her. I've never really felt like this about a character before, but I legitimately am starting to hate Stella. It's not necessarily that she's oblivious. It's that the fucking author keeps inserting situations for her to be oblivious in where it hurts the most. If she's going to be an oblivious idiot, introduce it earlier in like low stakes situations so we know it when. Oh my. You know what? Fine. Psychic damage. I've been dealt psychic damage. This is just too much, man. I can't take this. Someone said this was good. This was one of the good ones. Fuck you, man. Fuck you. One of the good ones. My ass. It makes me actually hate someone that ordinarily I'm like, ah, that's cute. She's cute. I like her. And now I'm like, fuck this bitch. Like, just, goddamn. Pangea does not exist. It is strongly implied that we are dealing with a normal Earth. So Pangea. Be interesting to tie this into her interest in tarot. There we go. Why does everyone always do the thing where it's like, oh, like in Nick 4, he does Santa song? Why does everyone always do that? Why are you always so lazy? Why can't he just. And she's all like, oh no, I don't like the image of Anon with Fang. Oh no. Thought it was just a comic relief character, side character. Why is that happening? Did streamer mode pop off? So, listen, I said before that my problem is not so much that, like, I'm fine if Stella is the kind of character that has this, right? That she is distracted, or like she often, she has her priorities and she wants to follow them. I'd be fine with that if you just establish it earlier in a more harmless context. Build the character because, like, she doesn't have enough. You need to build personality because she has none in the base game. You got to build that up first before we can. Just man, think after this is done, I'm gonna go record some more Ghost into the Snoot. You know, the one that's actually good, that actually inspires me with hope, confidence, and desires, and makes me imagine that a better tomorrow is possible. How the fuck is this one of the better ones? It's so bad. It's just getting worse. I think you'd be great at audio work. Shouldn't Anon be like, but how would I ever get there? I don't have money for college, and your dad could teach me, but what does it matter? And just could have started with a flashback to Stella's POV before E1. That would imply that this author had any goddamn plans at all. The best thing I read so far was Cell's Weird Trip. I want you to put a pin in that. I kind of listen. Caveman Flow is the best in terms of like raw. God, man, in that it actually got me going. Like, it knew what it was and it was that and nothing more. Cell's Weird Trip is good in the sense that it was extraordinarily stripped down to the basics. But there was something going on, There was a vibe. It was jazzy, it was loose, it fucking, like, in Dutch we like to say you lapt je laars. They wiped their boots with the rules, but it had that fun, loose, jazzy feel to it of just having a good time. And this shit is trying to be deep, but the water is painted on the floor. It's not that deep, bro. It's not even a surface. Not even surface level stuff. Just the imitation of one. And then we're done. Okay, cool. You know what? I'm gonna. Oh my god. I'm gonna look at the comments. There's probably no one gonna be like, hey, this is kind of a weird way. No. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. You know what? I think I'm gonna go. What's chapter 9 like? Fall apart. So we're gonna. Okay, cool. I guess. You know what? I'm so goddamn done. Hmm? What the? Why is it? Huh. That's weird. What the? Oh my god, I think I know what happened. Yeah, the fucking image broke this, didn't it? If I inspect and I delete this image, right? Yeah, now it works. Okay, cool. The image broke it. I was worried my browser broke, but no. It's, okay, listen. Inko, Inko noted it was just like good competent writing. It just got the job done. But I think I'm just sad. I don't care. I don't care. This has left me stone cold and apathetic, and it's Miserable. It's miserable, miserable, miserable. I'm miserable. I hate this. I fucking hate this. There is no love, there is no life, there is no passion. It's a stone cold, dead, rigid, slimy, oozing corpse being puppeted around in front of me with the pretense that, look, it's so happy and dancing. And all I can think about is, this would be so much better if you stopped and never, ever tried again. See you guys next week then, I guess.